can't be the only one who thought this movie screamed K-drama. Uchenna Mbunabo's My Crazy Rich Girlfriend. Have a seat. Am I the only one who thought that it kind of sounded like Crazy Rich Asians? I don't know, maybe because it had crazy and rich in it. But trust me, these two movies are separate and independent of each other. Let's talk about it. This movie follows 21-year-old rich, spoiled, privileged only child Olivia, who runs away from home and her parents as more of a rebellious act to defy her father, rather than the disguise of being, quote, independent. So this description would fit the first impression of Olivia. You know, anyone who doesn't know who she is, who doesn't know the story from her perspective. But from what I've gotten, here's the real description of Olivia. All her life, Olivia has had decisions taken away from her by her parents.
Everything I do have to be chosen for me.
From being homeschooled, to the university she studied, and now even to go study her master's abroad. This time around, she's not having it. It hasn't really been easy for her since she ran away from home, from basically almost getting robbed that same night, to having to live under the same roof of a guy who would literally commit murder if she so much as breathes in his direction. Again, Davis, Olivia's savior, is not going to let money stop him from saying what he wants to say when he wants to say it.
I've been knocking since and you're here sleeping like a log of wood.
Not even Olivia's very weird personality. Because basically that's the way he saw her, as like someone who's crazy, or should I say crazy rich. After all that is said and done, there are a few things that I found very, very interesting. In a movie, the depth of field will help focus the audience attention and give it a cinematic look. Depth of field is very, very much utilized efficiently in the movie. In most of the scenes, you see that the characters are in frame and they seem to be in a sharp contrast to their background. This is the use of shallow depth of field. Now for movies, color grading is how the film looks, right? This is usually applied post-production. Colors also express emotions. For example, dark color grading speaks about melancholy, darkness. I've noticed in most of Uchenna's movies, it always has this orange color grading. Usually, the orange color grading represents warmth. It's a warm color. It still serves the purpose of adding a sense of style to your filmmaking. What makes a movie is not just the color grading or the shot sizes. The storytelling, the characters, and the acting also contribute. There's one thing that I like to do, it's dissecting personalities. I didn't say that I can't know, I'm just saying I like trying to do it.
Are you not embarrassed?
So here's what I noticed in the storytelling and the acting of the characters. The actress, Shinenye, does so well in portraying an intolerable character. When I first saw her personality, it kind of struck me as very strange. I thought she was going with the whole Korean K-drama vibes, but later on I got to realize, I think I know where this is going. Sometimes she's mature, sometimes she's immature. Hot-tempered, dramatic, chaotic. However, she's unjudgmental. She's blunt, she's funny, she's expressive.
You look like a whole different person.
The reason why I say she's unjudgmental is that although she's very rich, she never really complained about the living style of Davis and his sister. It comes naturally to her having to just be around people, always wanting to find a solution to the problems, and that solution has to include money. She couldn't do her laundry, money to buy a washing machine. Chai! I wish I had that kind of money. Instantaneous! No one can tell me otherwise. Davis is kind of a bully.
Very mean.
He's very authoritative, quite expressive in his opinions, petty as heck.
Surprise!
Davis is actually hardworking as well. He may have emotional outbursts, but he has a strong grasp on who he is as a person. And Clinton Joshua played this role exceptionally well. Let's also not forget, he and Fiona Garba, the actress who plays his sister, they nailed that role, like the sibling role, especially in their arguments. It's something that I could be like, Yeah, this is definitely how siblings argue. I don't know why, it just kind of caught my attention.
Me na man and your sister.
Last but not least, romance. I had absolutely no clue that Davis was a romantic until the end of the movie. And you know what's worse? They had to give him those poetic lines again.
I do not want anyone touching or even casting a glance at what's mine.
Unlike how they like to banter and fight, they are so much more alike than they actually know. Thank you all so much for sticking around with me. Until next time, peace.